everyone. I'm testing everything. I see we got a bunch of people here. So we're going to see if you guys can see me, because on the other side there, it's not working. So let's see how that works. It say I'm live, so let's see if that's going. Maybe it's my other device there. Let's see if that works. If you guys can tell me if you can hear me, see me, that would be awesome. Okay, that's working there. I think it's just my other device here that it's not friendly at me. So let me pull that up here. Oops. So we're going to get situated. We got 1 minute here, so... Stop that one. Here we go. Now I think that I got it there. Still spinning and spinning, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe it won't go on this device. Well, let's say I got 125 live, so I guess it's go. Thanks for sharing. I see some people sharing. Thank you so much. Okay. Now that it's going there. So let's hope this is going to work. Okay, I'm going to come right back here. Put that device there. Oops. I'm sorry. We're going to get it. We will get it. Here we go. Now it's going. Perfect. So, whoops. We'll see how that goes. So are you guys ready for, I think this class is going to be awesome. It's all about different fall. I got my basket ready right here. So we're going to get this party going. I got 7:30 on the clock, so that is perfect. So tonight you can qualify for the PDF, and the PDF you're going to have the Christmas one. This is just spinning there. It's driving me insane. Here we go. Now I think it's going. Okay. So you can qualify for the PDF. It's with an order of $40 before tax and shipping, and you're going to get the PDF. The PDF include individual picture, extra picture, the direction, all the supplies list, all the measurement. And to go shopping, you go at FrenchieStamps.com, and this is the hostess code for tonight. SV39Z N J and V. If you didn't have time to write it down, I'm sure Ollie got it in the comment, and also at FrenchieStamps.com on the blog of today, it's right there with all the instruction on how to qualify. One thing that I want to say though, if your order it's over $150, do not enter the hostess code. You're going to get all the PDF file of this month plus the one of tonight, and also you're going to get the stamping rewards. So do not enter the hostess code if your order it's $150 and above. In the PDF, you're going to have the one of the everyday occasion. I'm going to share with them tonight, but tonight I'm going to demo the Christmas one. But in the PDF, you're going to have for 8 cards, because I got 4 different fall and 2 different, the Christmas and birthday or get well or fall and so on. So you're going to get 8 of all of that. So, and also we're going to have drawing tonight. We're going to have 2 drawing, one about midway. You need to be present to win. Ollie typed everybody's name in. She got a program, and then it spin and it spit a winner. So to be able to enter in the drawing, you just have to leave a comment and say you share or say where you're from or so on. And it doesn't matter if you put 500 comment, it's one entry per person. So don't think that you have to put, type, and every time that you enter a comment, your name gonna go in. It's one entry per comment, per person, sorry. So one entry per person. Also, I got 2 drawings. So this is the kit. It's one of the paper pumpkin of last year. I'm going to share you. It's a shaker card. And it make 8 of them. So let me warn you on one thing. So I get 2 kits. One, I have demo 1 card in it. And this is the one that was open. You still have the stamp set and everything. And you get the card that I demo in that. But so you get 7 to make. All the stuff, the bling, the stamp set. So one of the stamp set been inked already. So it's kind of used, but not really because you still have all the stuff. So the first winner gonna win this one. And then the next one, it is a spick and span new one. So, and you won't have the box. And the reason why you're not getting the box when I mail them, it's because they don't fit in the priority mail. And I ship everything priority mail, so I get my tracking and so on. So if your name get announced tonight, you have to email me at frenchiestamps.com hotmail. Soon the broadcast, it's done, because you had to be present to win. So, and a reason to stay with us, right? Also, I'm just looking here like that. I'm going to go get it. I need a piece of paper for my desk. Tomorrow night, it's my Frenchie Create on the Fly on Facebook. I'm there every Thursday. Well, I cannot say every Thursday. Most of the Thursday, I'm there, except if life happen like next week, whatever. But most Thursday, I'm there at 7 o'clock Mountain Time. That would be 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Pacific Time, that would be 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock Mountain Time. And then Pacific Time, that would be 5 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock. So that's Thursday night. Tomorrow night, it's a special one. It's going to be a 1-sheet wonder to make a 12 card with 1 sheet. And it's going to be these cards here. Well, I'm going to make 12 right there, live, crazy. Yes, 12 cards, and you guys can type me. I think we're going to be done in 20 minutes from the time we start. Not the time I start talking, because I talk a lot. From the time I start, I think 20 minutes, it's going to be all done. So it's going to be fun. So it's a great way to see the paper. It's so beautiful. We don't have to do much. So that's tomorrow night on my Facebook. To find me on my Facebook, just go at my blog at Frenchie Stamp. You get all my links right there. So let me flip you around. And here we go. We're getting started. Let's start this party. So I'm flipping you up and down. Here we go. I need an extra paper. And we're going to get this puppy started. Okay. And it's a bit too... Okay, that's better. It was too much in the back. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so first one, we're going to get started. We're going to get started with the twisted one. And the way that I've done my twisted one, it will fit in a regular envelope. Let me show you. Okay, I got an envelope here. Okay, so this is the birthday one right here. You see, and I bet you're going to see, oh, that's why it's called twisted. Here we go. So now I know where to stay in here. So when you open it up, voila, is that fun? So it's twisted. So the way that I done mine, it fit in a regular envelope. Oh. Voila. See? So let's get started on this. And I need my buttons. I thought I got it, but I think it got lost. 1 second. Okay, so for the Christmas one, this one, it's the same thing. It's Christmas paper. And all the measurement, like I said, it's all in the PDF and so on. But this is a regular piece of cardstock that measure 8.5 by 5.5. Now, we're going to take this and we're going to score. You know what? Let's bring the scoreboard. I think that's going to help tonight. So I'm going to bring the scoreboard over here, and we're going to score this at 2 3/4, and then we're going to score that at 5.5. Did I say 8.5? It's 8 1/4 really, 8 1/4 by 5.5. So now that we get that score, now I'm going to bring my paper trimmer though, because we need to score diagonal and cut and so on. It's just the scoreboard going to come handy tonight. Okay, now you're going to start from the corner at the top here to the bottom of the score. So you place that over there and you place the score line here. So the tip and this over here. Now you're going to close that. Do not use the dark blade because that's going to cut. See what that I'm going to explain tomorrow what that is. Do you see what that is? I trimmed one of my stamp set for tomorrow night. Okay, so you're going to score this. Now you're going to move this to the second score line and go at the bottom, point. So now it's the top of the score line there and then the point at the bottom there. And then we're going to score that. Et voila. Okay, now to fit in the envelopes. So if you leave it this way, so this, okay, now reinforce that, and I like to leave my bone folder flat. Oops, that shouldn't happen. Okay, so if you leave it like that, you can leave it like that. It make a nice thing, but see, it do not fit in the envelope. See, it's too long. So I decide to give it a trim. So how to give it a trim? You're going to bring this to your board. You're going to take the edge, and you're going to put that at 1/2 inch. So the only thing that you pay attention, it's the length of the card there, that it's already closed. You're going to put that at I think it's 1/2 inch. Does it make sense? Let me check that twice. Yep. Oh no. It's 3/4. 3/4. So you're going to put that at 3/4 and cut. So what you're going to pay attention to keep straight, it's here. This. I'm going to put my a note to make sure I get that. There we go. So we're going to put that at 3/4 right there, and then we're going to cut. Oops, that's the score. Cut. Turn this around, and let's repeat this. 3/4 and cut. Et Et voila. Now check that out if it fit in our envelope. And voila, my dear, it fit. So now let's embellish this. So for the paper, when you're going to decide which paper go at which place and so on. So I got 3 pieces of paper. This is the farmhouse. So you're going to decide, I want this side at the top, okay? So when I open that up, this part here needs to go there. And I try many ways to see if it would be an easier way in that. And the best way for me is to look at the card and say, okay, this is where I want it. So now I know I want this piece over here. So I'm going to go there to the bottom. So put that at the pick there and down here. Now we're going to cut that. We're going to assemble those 2 so we don't get them all mixed, okay? And then we're going to do the next one. See? But you're going to say, wait a minute, it don't fit there. Yes, it will. So that is what you call engineering a little bit. So I put that over here. And I don't score it on anything because it seems if I score it, it's not right at the right place. So what I'm going to do is lift this up and put my finger right there where it goes. Oops, keep that in place here. And fold this. Okay, before we glue, that can be a little bit more. Let me push that a bit more here. Here we go. So now we can glue this one. And this, to be honest with you, I like my Tombow because it's very little, or I don't know, if you're not just right, if it's like fast fuse, you cannot move that. So I'm going to put my Tombow in the back here. And then put that in the back of this one. So this is the most, because you have to, like I said, engineering a little bit. So it's going to fit. Make sure you put glue at the bottom tip there. Flip this. Okay, where is my bone folder? See, even where I scored there now, not scored, but fold it, it don't even show now. Oops, I had a bit too much glue there. So when that happened, I'm going to let it dry and then come back. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other one. I'm going to put that right here. Now I get a little bit of glue in my hand. And fold that up. Oops. Here we go. Now I'm going to put glue, not as much this time. So the beauty of the Tombow, I know I'm a big fan of fast fuse, but the Tombow, when you do bits like this that you have to move a little bit, you don't have much place to wiggle, it's great to use the Tombow. So then you get place to wiggle. If it's not just right, you get time to move it. Wow, we got over 300 with us tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. See, now we got this part. Now we're going to do the inside right here. So this one here, I'm using the plate. So it doesn't matter if you start there or there. What you want to do, it's like, okay, which direction I'm going. So now this one, I'm going to start there to the bottom also. Because this one's going to go at the bottom there. So go here, the bottom. Because if I don't check it on my thing, it seems I'm going to go in the other direction. Why, I don't know. I was challenged on that part. So now this one here, though, it's going to go, oops, see? That one go there, that one go there. Because if you think if you cut the other direction, it's going to have to be the other way around. It won't go. Trust me on that. So now this one here, I think I can speed up the process here. I think that, fast fuse for me, it's so much quicker, and especially for live. So now I'm going to go, oops, I had glue there. I'm going to fix that in a minute. Put that, smack that right here. Now let me remove the glue. When you use a glue eraser, now you're going to say where to get that. You get that at, oops, what happened here? Here we go. Oops. You can get that at office supplies, like Staple and so on. It's called adhesive remover. Now we're going to put that right here. Here we go. Now the next one, it's this part, not the top. The top, it's nothing that go there. So it is this part. So see this one here, when I'm going to have to start from there and go down. So this part, the top go, yes, and then the bottom go there. So that's why it's no use if I say the top right to the top left to the bottom right, and so on. It's get too confusing and I get all mixed up. So it's better when you look at your card as you go. Then you know it fits. So now we're going to glue this. Let's open this up. And you can do without all those layers. It's just that I think it adds a lot when you add all those different paper. I think that's what makes the card cool, that you see all those different twisted things. There. So you watch me cut this, and I bet you're thinking, what is she talking about? Doesn't matter. It does matter, because then if I would have went the other direction, it would be this side that show up. So yes, it does matter from which top to the bottom you go. Oh. Et voila. So now we got our lovely card. Now for the card itself, I use Cherry Cobbler for my daisy. And let me grab my, whatchamacallit here, my dauber. So if I would be Cherry Cobbler, I would be where? I would be right here. So what I've done, I don't know how much you can see of the daisy there. The way that I sponge this, I started in the center and go out. Center, go out. So then my center, it's very dark, and my petal are a bit lighter. Here we go. That is it. How cute is that? Now I cut the triangle, oh my goodness. The square, that's the square framelit. So I took the scallop, and then we're going to mount this in the center. And now we have to pay attention to this part here. This part, it's a little bit tricky. So watch this here. So when you put that here, you're going to put your point and your point there. Only this part that can be glue, because we need to open, oops, get some glue here. We need to be able to open the card, right? If we glue the whole thing, well, it won't open. So take this, only glue at this part, Now, push it down here and look about, okay, about the same distance between the two. I'm looking at the tip there and the tip there. That's what I'm eyeballing it for. Okay, I had some inky fingers. That's what it's there, but it won't show. The inky fingers won't show. Now I'm going to take a glue dot. Take this. Oh, first though, I went on in. For this daisy, I went in, not out. So take your bone folder, and when you pull, be gentle so you don't want to get the petal, marry me, marry me not, love you not. You want to keep them all. And here we go. Now we're going to take a dimensional. And we're going to put that right here. I absolutely love this card. Love it, love it. Now we're going to take one of those galvanized buttons. These buttons are cool. They're funky shape. So now what I done, I just took a few string here. Okay, like this. I'm going to do this, and then we're going to pass this through. And I got my magic thing here. That's the, for floss your teeth when you get braces. That come very handy in my craft room. I'm going to pull that in. I'm going to put it back here. Because this thread, I mean, it's very, very fine. Okay, now what I done, I just did a knot with this because I want some poofy thing there. Put it that way. I'm doing some poofy thing. Okay, now I got my poofy thing. I'm going to cut this here, cut that there. Oops. Okay, we got, oops, not quite. Okay. Now I took, I don't know how long I took because I just took 2 fingers and wrapped a few times. Oops, it doesn't wrap on me. Okay, we're going to stop here. Squeeze this together. We're going to cut this here. Now I'm going to take another piece. And I'm going to tie this together here. Just leave it on the floor there. Not on the floor, but on the table. You know what I'm saying, right? Okay. Now you see my bow, it's not equally. Don't panic, just move it a little bit. See now, it's very equal. Now I'm just going to do a double knot here to keep that bow together. Because this is, I mean, it's very, very fine thread. Very much so. Okay, now we're going to take this. We're going to cut those tails equally here. Okay, we're going to take a glue dot. I need my magic thing though. Magic. Okay, I'm going to take a glue dot. We're going to put that in the center of the flower. Like this. Oh. Where'd this come from? Oh my goodness. Well, that's okay. If that happened, leave it like that. Don't panic. Leave it like that. I didn't tie it or something. Don't worry. Take another glue dot. Leave that in the bottom there. Put another glue dot there because that's where it would go anyway. Now take your bow. Take a glue dot. I get something on the side here. Take another glue dot. Put that in the center of the bow, of the button. Squeeze that a little bit. Now take your bow. Put that here because it is so fine. What you want to do is take your embossing buddy, tap it there. And what that's going to do, see, it don't stick anymore in the center. So when you put it in the envelope, it won't stick. See, voila. I don't know how much you can see of that, but that in real life, it add a lot. Those little thing and the bow, it add a lot to that thing. Voila. And so now for the center, let me show you how I done this. When it's red rubber, it's a lot easier to stamp with markers. But even this, we can stamp with markers. So I'm going to take my cherry cobbler. Usually I do the light one first. So I'm going to take my cherry cobbler. Oops, what happened here? And I'm going to do the Merry Christmas in the center. Now I'm going to use my Mossy Meadow and do the top and the bottom. And then I'm going to huff and puff on it. And the reason why, it's because it dries faster than you can stamp. So off on it. And then stamp that. Smack that right here in the middle there. And really, I should have my foam under when it's photopolymer like that, but I think we're going to get it. Aha! Voila! Da, 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 da. We got one done. So what do you think of this fold? So all our cards gonna fit in our regular envelopes tonight. So some of them gonna need maybe some extra postage, like this here. And sometimes you get the wedding cake too. This is not machinable, so you can use that. But this one should be good. Just put something on top of your this. I got a video coming up this week for that. What I done is I emboss a piece of cardstock and that L to protect the top. See, boom, it's done. So that is the Christmas one. So I got two lovely Christmas cards. And yes, it's stand up. It's kind of funny the way it's stand up, but it's stand up. And here is the yellow one. Okay, let's move along. Okay, next one. Let's do. Okay, that it's like, okay, I get some powder here. Where's my hinky rag? Let me find my inky rag. Well, this is not my inky rag. Here it is. I got that kind of that white powder here that don't feel good to my hand. Here we go. Okay, next step. This one here, it's pop-up. Not a pop-up, but a flag. Can you see that? So that's the Christmas one, the joy. So you can put anything there. And this is Make-A-Wish. So that is the birthday one. And see. So again, in the PDF, you get the direction and the measurement for both of them and all the supply for both of them. Tonight we're doing the Christmas one. So we will move that there. this here. Okay, this paper here, I took a bit of advance because I didn't want to go 2-3 hours, but what it is, it measured 10 by 5 1/4. And you go, so 10 at the top by 5 1/4. You're going to score at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, we could dance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you guys dancing with me? So, that's how you score that. Now, you can jazz it up as you want, or little, or whatever. So, now you're going to take this, that go in the back, in the front, in the back, in the front, in the back, in the front, in the back. So, that's an accordion here. And like anything else, the more you reinforce your score, the better it's going to stand. Anytime you get a 3D or a pop-up or whatever, you know what? Let's put this. It's sticky there. Here we go. It's so much better. Now, I use a little strip of designer series paper and I put it in between each score line. So I done that in advance to speed up the process here. Now, we're going to use Mary Merlot for tonight. And we're going to score that there. And then I get my paper here. I use the stamp set, Timeless stamp set. And I stamped the three times. So I stamp once, and that it's tranquil tie, and stamp again, I mean, just ink one. And then you see all the green around. I use my Wink of Stella, and the Wink of Stella going to smear the ink. So that's how I get the color on that. Now, we're going to take, let's do, I don't know which size this was. I think it was 2. We're going to do 2. So punch that. And it's no use to take another piece of tranquil tie. You might as well use your layer. I call that Go Grain. And I go right in the center there. Here we go. We're going to use that. Now we're going to attach our layers together. So I'm going to put, so see, that was the same print that I put inside, just the reverse side. Okay, because I got it all there. If you want not to have a mess, you want to have your silicone mat under. Put your layer there. Oops. Now we got, oh my goodness. Yep, that's fast fuse for you. It sticks like no tomorrow. And I love it. Okay, this here also, to jazz it up, this paper, what I done, I use my Wink of Stella. And just the berries, I went and add a little bit of Wink of Stella on the berries. I thought, Wink of Stella, you guys don't see it much in the video, but trust me, it just adds that little shimmery wow effect to it. Which DSP is that? That is, it's the one in the holiday catalog. And again, all of it, it's all in the PDF. But that is, that is Joyous Noel. Okay, now we're going to take this. And when I cut my strip for the inside, I had bits and pieces left over on the bottom there. So what I done, I kept 2 pieces of that. And what we're going to do, instead of cutting a long piece, we're going to use these here. And you're going to put this here. So you can, you know, have a full piece if you want, or you can use those little pieces. Just make sure that the, whatever the vine go in the same direction. So that's a great way to use those little pieces because nobody's going to see that. If they see that, then mean, you know what? They took your card apart. Because they're going to have to take your card apart to see that there. Nobody going to see that. The same then the circle in the back. Nobody going to see that. Somebody said one time, oh, that make me cringe, whatever. And I'm like, why? And they said, because I'm whatever, type A or whatever it was, OCD. And I'm like, honey, it's called Go Green. So now we're going to put that here. Okay, and for the little star, I thought I had a piece of gold here, and I don't, so I'm going to run to get one, but first I need my, okay, let me grab a piece of scrap gold. When I say a scrap, I sure did grab a scrap. So we're going to use a little star here. I'm going to use the medium here in this corner. Here we go. So the moon and the star come very handy at Christmas time. Trust me. I use that more than anything, I think. So now where is my tool? So I need on the other side. Okay, and then we're going to use a glue dots. I'm going to put the glue dots right there. See, I'm folding the glue dots a bit. And then I'm going to take my star and put it right here. Press it down. Et voila! Now we got our star. And this lovely tool comes very handy when you get bits and pieces. And also, I got the frosted, let me reach my frosted. Oh, do I have more of the little one? I don't want to put the big one. Let me open a new pack here. I want the, so in this is the frosted clear epoxy, the droplet that it's in the holiday catalog too. I absolutely love the frosted for Christmas. I mean, they're both nice, but the frosted one at Christmas, ooh, I love it. So what I done, I just did a few here and there. First I went in those one, and then I decided, oh, I'm going all mixed because I didn't like the way they were going there. Oops, back here. So I just mix a few here and there. And really, before I added this, I should have glued it inside, but that's okay. So now I got that. Now we're going to go ahead and put our inside. So now what you're going to do, it's just put glue on this part here. That's it. So I'm going to put glue here. Yes, when it moves like that, I like to put lots of glue. Lots. Because it pulls and so on. So now I'm going to, oops, I went on the wrong side. That's okay. Let's, okay, now keep it closed like this. To make it friendly, you want to keep it closed like this. Now bring your, oh, I don't see it anymore again. Oh, oh, don't go there. Okay, here we go. So now keep it close, bring the back of this and bring it down. And voila. Now, and what you're gonna do is I use the big letter, the large letter, and trust me, you want those large letter. Oh, see, it was copper I needed, and I had some here for my star. Too bad. And this, I put the adhesive in the back, so I use, well, I thought I did. Yeah, I did. So I put the adhesive sheet when I cut my big letters. And we're just going to overlap a little bit. Like this. See? Now we're going to glue, I use glue dots, I think, for this. Whatever floats your boat, glue this. And oh yeah, and I sponge around my circle with Tranquil Tide. Now, oops, right here. Now, the best thing for me to explain how to do this, you want to do the first letter and the last letter, and then you're going to do the O. So you just need on the left side, the glue on the left side, close this, make sure you don't pass the edge of the card, that's about right, and then the left side of the Y, and then you're going to put your O in between those two. Because they overlap a little bit. So that's why you want to put that. See, I'm just squeezing up a bit. Okay, now I see where it goes. Et voila. Ta-da! And then I put my greeting, sending a good tiding and comfort on that side. See? So now when you stand up, you guys don't see it, but you see the joy very, very good when you stand up. So that's the Christmas one, and that also make it thick, so you would need an extra stamp for this. Here is the birthday one. And here is the other joy. Here, let's move along. Okay, here is, 1 minute, I got too much stuff around me here. Now for this one here, oops, stay there. So this is the fall one. See, the leaf, it's free there. And this one here, see, you don't see the line at all. I use fishing line. So the fishing line, the reason why I use fishing line, because I wanted to show like the leaf was falling. So I didn't want to show nothing. And I put my branch sideways. So when you're going to put your branch, the top going to need to be trimmed a bit. If not, it's too long. So just put glue a little bit here. And then the tip here, that's it, because you don't want no glue in the back of that. So you just put, see this one, it's loose. You just want enough glue to keep one at least attached there. And see, this is so fun. And the back of this one, it's sponged with blue for the sky. So that's the fall one. Now for the Christmas one, it is, oops, this one gets switched. Voila. This one looked just like the Christmas tree in the back. See the paper that I use? That's always bright, that paper. So let's get started with this. So first thing you want to do is take a piece of cardstock that measure 12 by 5.5. Remove this here. I hope I'm not losing any piece. Okay, 12 by 5.5. And then we're going to score this at 3.5, 7.25, 7.75, and 11.5. you want a good score to that. Wow, we got 350 watching with us. That is very lovely. Thank you so much for joining me on this Wednesday night, on this, I should say, on this rainy Wednesday night. Okay, now we need our framelits. We need our oval framelits. And what we're going to do is, I thought I had my, yes. So what you're going to do is put, let me bring the big shot so you can see how to do this part. Okay, so when you fold it, you see that was the last score here. That's where we're going to cut. So in this one here, you're going to put that right there, and that's going to be the smaller of the two oval. So I'm going to put my oval right here, just to make sure it's not moving anywhere. You can take a Post-it note, or is that repositionable? I think so. I'm going to put that right here. And then what I've done, I just go in the back here. You can trace it, or this, I think it's much easier. So I'm just going to put that there. Or you know what? Let's move that around. We're going to do it in the front, easier. Okay, let's put that here. Like this. I just thought of this. This is going to be much easier. I'm just going to put a piece of tape there. We're going to take another piece of tape. This is repositional tape. So you can use Post-it note or this. Doesn't matter what, something so it don't move. Put that there. Now take the top plate. Make sure this don't pass on the side. And we're going to roll this through. And I don't like to keep on going, and this would snap there. I mean, do a line. So I just go till I know it's finished cutting, and then I go back. Okay, so this is done for this part. Oops. Here we go. Okay, this, it's done. But now, the center one need to be smaller. Why does it need to be smaller? It's because we just need a frame. I'm going to use the... Okay, so now I'm going to take the bigger one, the next size that I got, and we're going to match that here. So it's easy to do our frame this way. So I'm going to put that on the top, and we're going to roll this through. Now I am done with the big shot. Let me remove this. Okay, let me, where is my, I don't want to lose this. Here we go. Okay, now, where is my eraser? The tape left a mark there, so I just erase, oops, don't bend the paper. I'm just erasing where it, here we go. Now it's all good. And I can save that for another project because that is a perfect frame. Now I'm going to take this, and this is going to go right at the top here. So you see, we got the perfect frame. So now I'm going to use this, just heard something fall. Sure did, and my chair rolled on it. Dang it. That's okay. We're going to make it work. Okay, now I'm going to match that the best that I can. That looks pretty slick here. Here we go. Now, before we finish assembling this is going to go this way. Do you see the white went a bit around there? Doesn't matter. We're going to take the Christmas tree. I call that my Christmas tree. We're going to glue that inside. Put that right here. So the other one, the birthday one, this part, it's not a paper. I sponge it in this part. Okay. Now, for this, I stamp and I emboss it with silver so that it's one stamp. And the beauty of this, you can do it just like that. Oh, that looked good. Or after you're done, stamp and emboss, see the framelets here, match this. So you can cut all of them at once. Is that wicked or what? So that's what I done in advance. So I pre-done that, so it was done, but I want to share with you how that part was done. Instead of one little ornament and then another one, it's all done at once. So I did the front here, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you see, I get a little bit of or whatever it's called, the metallic thread. I'm going to share with you how I done this. So we're going to glue this one at the front here. And when you glue this one at the front, and to color, I should show you, to color, what you're going to do is, let's say this one is green here. You're going to color this, and you see I'm not paying too much attention when I color. I'm going right at the top because where it's embossed, it don't absorb. Then you're going to take your special inky rag, and because you're not keeping this, you're going to cut it out. You can wipe it this way. See it go a bit on the side. Let's say that, and we're going to do this one in blue. Let's say that you want to have a row of that on the card. Well, you cannot wipe it like that and see it's going to get all smear on the side. What you're going to do, I take my thumb here and just dab it there, and see it removes the ink on top of the embossing, but it don't smear. And then I suggest that you color it before you go and die cut it, because it's a lot easier to color when it's a big piece than when it's all little. Okay, now when you're going to place this here, what you're going to do, it's this here, when it's going to get close, see how it go? You see that part. So this is going to get covered there. So put adhesive side there and right here. Now in the back of this here, just on the left side, do not do the right side. So now when I flip it, it's going to be on this side. Okay, so just remember that when you flip it. So now I'm going to take this and take this, because that's going to get there. Oops. Get close this way. Let's reinforce everything first. Here we go. Now I'm going to take, oops, this, going to put that right here. Et voila. See, now it's all perfect. You don't really even see that it's missing a part there. Sometimes my computer gets freezy. Here we go. So now we get that part. Now we're going to open this up. Here I see I was crooked a bit and it's too late. No, it's not. Maybe not. Can I remove this? No, we're going to keep it. That one's going to be for a special friend. So now this here, we're just going to put glue on this tab here. Only on that. Now keep this flat. Bring your bag here and close it. And open it up. And voila! One thing we should have done our thing in the center first, but that's okay. We still can do it. Now I cut one of the bigger one here, and that it's all in this set here. Well, I thought it was. I don't know where that one went. Oh, no. Back up the bus. Back up the bus. I'm going to share with you how I've done this. It's this one here. So I wanted just this part, right? Well, I was like, well, I want something in the back. I didn't want a see-through thing. So what I've done, I took this, put it there, took a piece of, a pencil, trace it, and voila. Now this one can go back in here. And then you're gonna fussy cut that. And when you fussy cut that, don't worry too much about, because it's gonna pass. It won't go, it's bigger. So the reason why it's bigger, let me explain that. So you see this here, I did the outside, but when you look at it, see it cut inside, and I want it bigger. So you see how it is? It's just a perfect around it. So when you cut it, you just, never mind if you see the line or not, nobody should see it in the back. And if you want to make sure that nobody see it, because this was done in pencil, you can always erase it if that bug you. So, and you see, you move the paper, not the scissors. I know I explain that all the time, but yeah, it's the paper that you move and not the scissors. And now you're going to take this. We're going to peel this up here. And usually when we get the adhesive in the back, see, that's the beauty when you get adhesive in the back. It just come right off. I got one piece, two pieces that didn't remove. That's the beauty when you use that adhesive sheet. It is awesome. Then I put that right on top. Here, look a little bit funky a bit. Okay, now for this one, I wanted to show the thread because I don't think we need the fishing line here. So what I done, I used my poker here and just did a little poke here. Oh, no, you know what? I used my end punch. 1 second. I use my end punch on this, the 1/16. Go right there. And then get where it's the square there. Here we go. Now, what you're going to do is take that linen thread that I'm looking where it went. Oh, here it is. So you're going to take this into, don't need long, don't need long. So when it comes to the leaf, though, you're going to do a fishing line. So what I done, I folded in two there, from the front to the back, and then open this up, put that in between, and voila. Now, I use a glue dot, not a glue dot, a dimensional, so it push it more in the back. So let me grab a dimensional. And what I'm going to do, this one that it's remove on top, you want to have another piece of, let me grab a piece of scrap paper. Okay, I'm just going to use a ½ inch here. Really, if you didn't remove the top of the dimensional, that would work good. So I'm just going to put that there because you don't want that to glue on the other side. So now you're going to put that here. So you want it longer at the beginning. Decide about how long. That look right. Take your dimensional. Oh, you know what? I needed both sides before oh, I got it. Here we go. Okay. Take your dimensional. Put that. Let's see about right here. That's about right. I'm going to just pull it where I want it. Here we go. Take your, cover your dimensional. Oh, that's slid. Here we go. See? Now make sure you're going to take your scissors, cut that here, so nobody see that, and voila! And you see, the reason why I want a dimensional, it push it a little bit more in the back there. See? So now the only thing, and then it's the same thing for where I put all my little doodad. What I done, I just cut little piece like this, fold this in two, take a glue dot, put that in the back, and I did a little twisting motion there, and it looked like you get your little oak. Can you see that? It's very tiny. And then this one, I put it here. Oops. It should have glued there. And if you want to raise it up, then you're going to, like these one are raised up, you're going to put a small dimensional in the back. See? And then you're going to stamp your happy birthday, Merry Christmas. And this one, it's embossed. Et voila. See how fun? Whoops. Can you see that moving? And I absolutely love this print in the back because it looked like a Christmas tree. So that is called a book fold. And here is the fall one. Here we go. Last but not least. Okay, let me remove a few things here so we don't have such a big mess. Okay. Now this one, this is a fun fold, super fun fold. It is a 3-side fold. So watch this when I'm going to open this up. Ta-da! See, we got even a dancing reindeer, see? So that is this one. And then I got the birthday one. No, get well one. Voila. This here, if you want, you can put a piece of temporary tape in the back so it stays straighter. But when they're going to close it, though, the piece of tape going to be there, so it's going to give a little jerk. So what I've done with the piece of tape, what I'm talking about is, where is my tape here? This is the double-sided tape, and I just did a little bit, just one little piece, and put it right here. And see, so then when you put it up, it stands better, but then when you close it, you have to, and see, it still go very good. So you have to put it on this piece first, and then it seems it's going to stay there. So even when you're going to send it, whatever you open it up, it's still going to, so you're pretty much going to have to tell whoever going to get it, if they want to keep it that way, say just pinch it, right? It's the best way. I could have went with a little bit bigger, tighter piece at the bottom, but then it was too hard to open and close. So see, stand very nice. So then when you close it, go down. When you open it up, give it a little snug. What type of magnet crate? I don't have no magnet. I don't know what you guys talking about because I don't have no magnet. Oh, you mean maybe for my framelets? Me, I use the Van cover for returning air. That's what I use. So we're going to do this one tonight. And it's a few techniques in this one, and that's why I kept it. See how very vintage it is? So let me share with you how I done the vintage part first. So I use my stays on. I'm going to go back on the dirty spot. Here we go. So I use my stays on and drag. Yeah, you're going to have that. And you're going to take a paper towel. I had one here. That would be a paper towel right here. And then rub. Some place it's going to take the copper off. That's okay. We want that. Now, you can go at whatever hardware store and buy a fine, when I mean fine, sandpaper, or if you get an old block or a nail block, you know, you get for your nails, that worked wonderful. And now what you're going to do, you're going to say, why did you put the black? You remove all the black. No, you still have some in the bottom and that, and it add the black add. Voila. Can you see how vintage that is? And you can see the black. So that was copper. So this here, if you love like rustic vintage, I mean, this is going to scream at you. So now you're going to take this and glue this. Well, before you're going to glue that there though, you need to add your ribbon. So what I done, I just did around here. And we're going to do a bow. And this, I don't recommend to put a greeting up front. I started with greeting, and I'm going to show you why I do not recommend that. I say, I have the tree at the front also. Well, when you open your card, it's going to go sideways. And by the way, I went very generous on my ribbons. So, you know, you don't need that much. That's what I'm saying. So, I had my trees up here also. Well, when you open your card and close your card, so you see now this is this way. When you close your card, see, now this facing you lovely. But when you open it up, it goes sideways. So my trees was going sideways. So for the people in Wyoming, Cheyenne, Wyoming, I should say, for you that is normal because the wind always blow those the rain and the trees sideways. But for the one in Texas and most places, the trees don't go sideways. So it's up to you. But like my friend Ollie that answered all your question there, she's going to say, what do you mean the trees cannot go sideways? That is the normal thing in Wyoming. I know, but not over here. Okay, and I use this I just footsie cut that. It's just a little pine cone. And I just going to use a glue dot in the back of that. And that's going to come right here. And then another thing that I did, see this want to move? I use a pine cone. You guys are laughing of the trees. Well, next time I go to Cheyenne, I'm going to take pictures of my trees in the yard, and they are growing pretty much sideways. Trust me. One of it, I mean, it goes, ooh. That's the wind in Wyoming. When people say it's windy here and it's just like 25 miles an hour, I'm like, huh, come on, that's just a breeze. I think people don't understand wind till they move or live in Cheyenne, Wyoming, or Laramie. Okay, now let's get this one here. This one, measure 8 by 8, I want to say, or maybe 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. Measure, I don't know. It measured 8 1/2 by 8 1/2. Well, I was wrong. So we score at 4 1/4 and 4 1/4. So score at 4 1/4. So your paper, it's 8 1/2 by 8 1/2. Score at 4 1/4. And then again at 4 1/4. Voila. Now, for your dancing deer, see this here? You don't see the thing, but it's a window sheet. The window sheet measured 3 1/4 by 4. Now, this here, you want to use the small tip, and you want to use your muscle on this. You're going to score this at 3/4 and 3 1/2. So 3/4. Okay, flip it, and 3 1/2. And see, I really, okay, that's done. Now, very important, squeeze, take your bone folder. You're going to have to use power on that. And it's the window sheet from Stampin'Up. It's not a delicate window sheet. It's a strong window sheet to do that thing. Somebody said, I went around town to look for the bobber. I'm like, the bobber? What's the bobber? I'm like, oh, I think Teresa, and Teresa is here tonight. I said, I'm going to show you how to make the bobber. So I think that was Teresa. I think that's what you were talking about, right, Teresa? So see, I got a Z there. Do you see the Z? I think you can see that, right? Okay. Now, you're going to take this, and you're going to cut one piece, just one of the score. You can use your trimmer or just the scissors like this. Now, fold this. Yes, again, anytime you do 3D, reinforce, reinforce, reinforce. That's what's going to make it or break it. What I mean by make it or break it, a lot of times they say, mine don't twist the same way or mine won't do this or that. It's because you didn't reinforce enough. Now, see, it folds this way. That's it. But before we want to do that, though, we want to take, because usually I look, okay, where does it go? It goes this way. Now we're going to take a score from that point to that point. So now my paper cutter, it's all the way on the other hand. Let me run a marathon for you and be back. Here we go. Okay. take this point to the point of this. So it's better if I close that first, okay? So do you see that there? I think so. The point there to the point there. Now I'm going to have to open this. Well, let's try it here this way. Oh, make sure it's in the corner. Now, not the dark blade because that's going to cut. You're going to start over. Yep, it happened. So, see, boom, boom, boom. Scored that puppy. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is take this, reinforce this way. You saw I burnish. I think the good word is burnish. Here we go. So now we're ready to assemble. So this is our bottom. And the bottom, oh, I want to share with you how I done this. So let me grab that stamp set. Okay, so I use the winter wood, the big pine tree, and then here I use the rooted in nature. So let's get both of them. And that it's in, ooh, I'm bringing you down here, sorry. Here we go, push you back there. Okay, you're back up. So what I done, I stamped this in not early espresso, I'm sorry, in soft suede. So we're going to stamp this in soft suede. And I went not right at the top, like here, stamp, lift it up, stamp again, and then here again. See, so now you get all that variation of color. Now I'm going to remove that one, and I'm going to use the smaller one from, well, I want the single one because I can control it more. Let me reach the single one. Because you get a single one and a double one in Rooted in Nature. I'm going to use the single one. You can do one or the other. And again, see, I'm going to come here, stamp once, lift it up, stamp again. And, oh, maybe one more right here. Okay, so now I cannot go back in because you see, I get my line there. See that? So then I would have a little bit like this, but that we're going to take care. Stamp off, stamp off, stamp off, and then stamp off, stamp off, off. Here we go. Oh, I think I can add a little bit more at the bottom. Stamp off. Here we go. So now you get a nice forest. See that? So you get different variation in the tree, so it gives you the depth that I was looking for. I don't know if you were looking for depth, but I was looking for depth. So now we get this. Okay, so this part here, this part gets bigger. That's the part that go at the bottom. This part here, it's smaller, and it's going to go over here. And the reason why you want the smaller part at the top, it's for the opening and closing. Now, and the trees here, so now I can share with you what I was talking about. So you see this. So right now, if I would put my trees standing up like this, right? That's the way it looks. Then when you open it up, see, your trees go sideways. So only the people in Cheyenne that can put the trees in the front. So now let's mount this together here. Here we go. So I got the deers. Oh, first, not the deers we're doing. I did the Thinking of You, and that's the everyday label. Then this one here, we're going to cut this in two. And we're going to bring this here. We're going to put over here and over there. We're going to just overlap it a bit. Oh my goodness, look at my hand. Oops. Like this. And then like this. And then we're going to take the old punch. Did I put that back away? I sure did. And I'm going to punch in the very vanilla that I sponged. Look on the side, punch, and punch. Here we go. Now, we're going to use the copper ribbon again. And what I've done, it's go from the back, the front here, and then go at the top. That's way plenty for a bow. Now we're gonna okay, and I'm gonna put that right here. Bring that in the back. Put that at the top of my layer here. Okay, now I'm going to use a glue dot just so it won't move too much on me. Then I'm going to use one more just for look. One would be enough. The second one is just for look. Now I'm going to tie a bow here. Thank you. I'm reading a bit of comment while I tie a bow. That can be dangerous, right? Here we go. Shape that a little bit. You want to still see the greeting, and then cut, and then cut. You know what? That was pretty darn slick how much I used, because that's not too much waste, because you need space. Okay, so this one here, it's ready to glue. That's going to get glue. That one go in the back of this here. Let me make sure. The back of this one. I absolutely love the way this looks. Love it. So the trees, it's the same. I did the same thing. Not the Versamark, but this stays on, just like we did the front. This stays on, and then sand it. Now this one here, going to come right here. So now we're ready to, let me bring this here. Make sure you get the side, because the side, I know sometimes it poop on the side, but you really need the side, because that's what gets the banging around, right? Make sure it's straight on the side there, straight there. Then let's put that good there. Okay, now we're going to build, this going to go at the top here. This one go at the bottom. So we want to do the bottom one, so we won't mess up and have the wrong one at the wrong place. This is going to go right here. This one I didn't put a layer. So where are you going to write? Well, you got plenty of place to write. You're going to write right here. You can write on top of the trees. Or you can turn it around right there. But you know what? You already say thinking of you this season. You can sign your name and call it good. Or if you're one that like to write a book, maybe this card, it's not for that one. You can use another one. I'm teasing you. But you can write on that or maybe not stamp as many trees here. But for me, I should have stamped everything and just keep a little place to sign my name. I don't like to write. I think I say that all the time. Okay, for our dashing deer, I cut, this is from the Joyous Noel. It's kind of that copper, it's not kind, it is the copper glimmer. And that's from the glimmer paper in the holiday catalog. Okay, come back here. And of course, yes, I use the adhesive sheet. That saves so much time. My goodness, does it save time. Okay, now you're just going to do a little bitty overlay. I'm looking for that darn window sheet. Oh, here it is. Okay, so the bigger piece is going to go in the back of this, okay? So now what you're going to do, it's just the little piece here. So that go in the back there. This one going to go in the back of the deer. So this is important that it's strong. Use some adhesive in the back of that. It can be Tombow. Tombow don't dry fast, but so then just put that right there. If it's past there a little bit, you're going to trim that by hand. That's pretty good there. Oh, shoot. It go the other way around. Let's flip this here. Here we go. Now we're going to overlap. Oh, no. You know what? I put that at the wrong spot. It needs to go in between. So what we're going to do, we will not panic. We will use our magic. This is, oh, wait, maybe I can erase it. I could cut another one, you know, but that would mean I have to go at the big shot. I would have to look for the framelits. I got a big pokey here. Let me remove that. Oh, saved by the eraser. See, I don't know why we don't sell those erasers. That's a must-have in every craft room. Okay, it go in the front, in the front. Okay, make sure I don't have no glue there. I still have a bit. Well, let's do this part first. Okay. This go this way. It's supposed to do a Z. Okay, let me think here. That go there. I think I got it. It's not a Z. They go in the same direction. Okay, take your bone folder. Go curve this. Curve this. Curve this. Here we go. Now take this. It's going in the same direction. Why I was thinking two different directions, I don't know. It's going in the same direction. Just want a little bit overlap. Just give enough for a shadow that it looked like he's moving. Here we go. Now turn that around. Take this. Just like you're changing the baby's diaper, put that powder on it. The reason why I've done this, I'm sure you know why. It's because I had to use the adhesive sheet in the back, so it was still sticky where it was showing. So now it don't stick anymore. Oh, maybe there a little bit. Because you don't want that to stick, because if it sticks when you close your card, it's going to stay there. So now, this here is going to come right here. See? Okay, let's make sure this is clean. And it can curve a little bit more. Here we go. Now, see that? Now, what you're going to do, it's and again, that's just going to go on that side. And oh, here we go. It's not glue. Phew. I thought it was partially glue. So this one here, my dear, going to come right here. Well, first, let's put that here. The point to the point, just remember that, point to point, okay? The point to the point. Now, this gonna come, and the reason why I want to put that a bit here first, it's because then I want to make sure it don't pass. So now it don't pass and it don't hit there, so that's good. Lift this up, and where is the top? You want to add more adhesive at the top, and then we're going to put that right here. Okay, I still have some baby powder here. It's not baby powder. You could use baby powder though. Nothing stops you to use baby powder. Okay, where's my tape? Just a little bit of piece of tape. Put that in the back here. And voila, how fun is that? Is that fun? See? He's crazy, dude. Okay, now we're going to close him. See, you just push him in. Oh, let's make sure that he's going in. Here we go. Now this is the top. We're gonna put that in the front. Et voila, my friend. So now, okay, let me remove the dirty stuff so you guys can see good. Okay. So now, when you take this, open this up. Ta-da! I just love the way he dances. This one here could be a little bit, no, it's good. It's looking right up that he's dancing. So now you get, oops, the tape went over here. Well, I don't want that. I want that to stay there. Here we go. So now you see this, it's just dance. I think they are so fun. And here is this one. And then this one here, I didn't put no floater, just the 3 walls. So that was one style of card tonight. Oh, we didn't do a drawing. Oh, I'm sure Ollie took care of that. Let me do that, one right now, and then one after I show this again. So the first winner is, let me, Guylaine Carlson. Guylaine, I think it's Guylaine, that sounds French. Carlson, C-L-A-R-K-S-O-N. And remember, if you're not in the U.S., I send you a card. If you're in the U.S., you're getting the kit. So this was one set. So that's the floating one, whatever. Oh, this one here, I need to put another piece of tape deeper there. See it? Fold perfect. And this is the flap. Birthday and joy. Make a wish. And this is our joy again. And this was the floating leaf. Thanksgiving. This is Stick the Hall. I just love, I don't know if you guys can see that print in the back. It's just perfect for this card. So this is this. This is the twisted one. Oops, wrong way on this one. This is the twisted that fit in a regular card. Oh, my thing went blank again. 1 second. Here we go. This. And here is the Christmas. Oh, I'm going to open them all upside down. Voila. So this is it, my friend. Let me flip you back up and around. Oops. Well, here we go. I was all twisted all around. So I hope you enjoyed that. Well, an hour and a half. That's not bad at all. 7:30, 8:30. Yeah, an hour and a half. That's not bad at all. I thought. So I hope you enjoy all those fun fold, fancy fold, wall fold, whatever you call it. And again, for I'm looking where I put. I get a bit of a mess when I'm done this, you know. I mean, I start spreading out there. I'm spread all over here. I don't know if you can see. It's all over the place there. So if you would like to get the PDF, this is the hostess code, SV39ZNJV, with an order of $40 before tax and shipping, and you're gonna get the PDF with the Christmas one and the everyday one. All of them, all the measurement, extra pictures, all the supplies, the color, and so on. It's all listed there. So let me clarify one thing before we shut off here. Last time, what the heck happened here? Last time I had, the PDF for sale for $10. I'm going to do the same thing again. Some people are not from the area, not in the U.S. They cannot shop for me, or doesn't matter the reason. It won't be on my blog till Friday, and that it's right there at the top. Let me tell you how you're going to find my PDF for sale and what you have to do if you want them. Because I had a little bit of a challenge last time, and let me explain. You're going to go under class/live at the top. And if you look at the bottom of that drop box, it's a PDF tutorial for sale. Well, it is in big, bold black how to do it. Make sure before you decide to purchase any PDF that you read the instruction. Because some of you email me and say, I purchased the PDF. It's been 2 weeks, been 3 weeks. Some people report me at the PayPal office. No. It says right there, it is not my responsibility to mail it or send it to you. The minute you are done purchasing it, you have to download it. I do not send a PDF file if you purchase the PDF file. You are responsible to, it's explained right there. When you complete the payment, you have click return to merchant, and then that's where you're going to print the PDF. So it's instantaneously, the minute you buy it, it's going to be there. If you purchase $40 or more, then yes, I am the one that's going to send it to you. You don't have to do nothing. With the hostess code, I will send it to you in less than 24 hours. So keep that in mind, that it is your responsibility to print that out. It is, don't email me and say you didn't get it, because no, you won't get it from me. It's up to you to print it out. So I wanted to make sure I was clear, because last month the class went, unbelievable, great response, great response. Thank you. But yeah, I don't want to lose my PayPal. I'm a gold member with them. I don't want to lose that, because some people say I didn't send them their product or send what they paid for, while it's right in bold right there. So make sure that you print it out, and it will not be there till Friday. So it doesn't matter if you email me tonight or tomorrow, whatever. The PDF, I will not sell it till Friday during the day. So just check my blog, and it's going to be there sometime Friday. But anybody that shop with me tonight, tomorrow, you're going to get the PDF file right away. And this offer in October 28th. October 28th, it ends. So again, thank you. Let's see who is the second winner. Let's see, Miss Ollie gonna send me the next winner here. And okay, the second winner, I don't really have per se a name, but it's Ink Finger with ink fingers. So Inky Finger, you are the winners. It's not Inky Finger. Maybe somebody it's Inky Finger. It's with inked, I-N-K-E-D, fingers. You are the second winner. So congratulations to all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining me. And again, don't forget, you have to email me tonight if you want a door prize. And also, don't forget, tomorrow night, I will be live on YouTube with 12 Christmas cards, and you can win the 12 Christmas card I'm going to do right there. So thank you, Ollie, for responding to all of that. And all of you that join us, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Have a lovely night, my friend. Bye-bye for now.